Hi friends, I just wanted to quickly walk you through how to get to your test sessions. I've had a couple of people ask either one, if they were, I don't know, Kimdra's asleep during the meeting last time, if they needed to make a test session, which is no, unless you're Ben, Jenny, or Lisa. And then the other question is, Heidi, I don't see it. Where can I find the one that you made? So I want to show you, first of all, where to find those test sessions, because I don't want you to panic and think, oh my gosh, I did something wrong. I deleted it. Heidi didn't save it to mine, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're going to log in just as usual. Remember, this is the teach.mapnwea.org website. If you can't find it, and then you're going to go to Manage Test Sessions. Then you're going to click at the bottom where it says Saved Test Sessions, and yours is probably going to be blank, okay? Because you haven't created any test sessions. So if I was Leah, I would click and then I would panic because nothing is there. So you're going to need to go under Created, and you're going to need to start typing in my name. Oh, sorry, I wasn't patient enough for that box to come up. And then all of the tests I created are here. And I tried to create the reading and the math at the same time, but I know I didn't do that for everybody because I don't know, my brain wasn't working like it usually does and thinking about things that way. So you might have to scroll over to find yours. Then the other question someone had asked, I think it was Leah actually, had asked, oh itchy, if I could switch the snap word that I used to name her test. So I'm going to show you how to do that because it's actually super easy and that would save me one thing to have to do. So I'm going to pretend like this one called Us is the one that we want to change. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click Test Now just like I would if I was testing that day. And then I'm going to end session, and then that's when I can rename it right there in that box. So I could name it anything I wanted to. I'm not going to though because I'm going to show you something else. All right, so the other things I want to remind you. One, this PIN number is not the password. That is the number you would put in if they get that sloth on the screen and you are right with them. Okay, so remember, we're just going to look at this box, and I think that this turns yellow if somebody appears under here. I know that the number would change. So you would click on that, and then the number would be down here. And I don't remember what it says to the side, like unpause or something. It's probably not resume because that's one of the things over here. But anyway, so whatever it says there, then you will make sure you click that, and then that student will be ready to go again. So right now you can kind of like, oh my goodness, we can hide it. Hey, that's kind of nice. Then you won't even worry about it. Okay, so when you have the session open, your password will be right here. Just keep in mind that if you end that session, like I'm going to in a second, that password is going to be totally different the next time you log in. So you want to make sure that either nobody's getting in when you have it open or everybody's getting in when you have it open. That way you're not writing down a password that is no longer working for your account. So then, like I know that kindergarten and first we had talked maybe about having the parents put in that login information ahead of time. So it's okay to do that if you have your session open. Just keep in mind if they click on confirm or whatever it is, where they're waiting to be confirmed, it will kick them out if they haven't been confirmed within 30 minutes. So you'll just want to make sure if parents do fill that out that they don't push anything after that, that they just leave it on that main screen to log in. That way it's not starting that 30-minute time. And then you can have this open as long as you want to. I think I've had one open for like several days at a time just because I was doing makeups. It makes it a little easier if you are doing makeups because then that password stays the same. You don't have to worry about it. Trying to think of anything else that would come in. I cannot think offhand of anything else you would need to know. So, just a reminder that I am going to open up, because someone will remind me, I am going to open up my personal Zoom, so the one that's on that sheet with everybody's on there, so that if you have an issue with technology or I don't know, you're not sure what to tell a parent to troubleshoot, then I'll be in there so that I can walk you through that. Most of the time I've seen the issue before and it's kind of easy for me. I just don't remember like what each step, like what the button is called or whatever, but I can help you hopefully via Zoom. So otherwise you can also feel free to give families that Zoom link in case they have another device to help them get on. I'm going to try to sit there all day. Okay, so I think that is all you need to know for that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the session, and remember, always push save and exit. Don't want to delete anything. Okay, and then remember, you do not have access to reports until I believe like 3 a.m. the following morning. So, I mean, if you're really, really itching to see those, you can get up, you know, before the rooster crows and check those out. Otherwise, they'll be ready the next day. And then when we get a little bit closer to hopefully having everybody done and closer to parent conferences, I will not print those for you, but I will send you an electronic version. That way you have something to show parents within your Zooms. So I think that I'm probably just going to send you one PDF with everybody's stuff on it, only because that is how it's downloaded for me. And I don't really be creating 45. Actually, I think no, it's just one per kid because it's math and reading on the same thing. I don't want to really be doing that for like 400 students, so I'll just send you one with your whole class, and then you'll just have to make sure that you have the right one pulled up when you show it to parents, because we don't want to be showing anybody else's stuff. Okay, then one last thing just for fun, because I get kind of geeky, and yes, things like this are fun to me. So you will notice that I have all these tabs that are colored up at the top, and those tabs are actually groups of tabs that I have gathered together because they share some important traits. So I gathered mine together for general, so that has that sheet with everybody's Zooms on it because I'm using that every single day. It also has that assessment room on there, and then the assessments pulled up so that if I need to jump back to that, it's there. So then the rest of these are just organized by grade. There's actually one missing, so I don't know where I put my second fifth grade group, but I'll have to add it back on there. So basically, I didn't want my tabs to look like this because that's really hard to find things, especially if they're not grouped. So what was happening was I would have them in order like this, but then I'd have to click on it, say like, oh, okay, that's kindergarten. Oh, okay, that's fourth grade. And it was just a pain. So I'm going to show you how I grouped these, because it literally, and I just figured out the other day that I could click on those and everything would go away as long as you have some tabs open. So I'm just going to right click on this, which you know is just 2 fingers on your pad, and then it's going to say add tab to group. I'm going to make a new group. This group is going to be called map. So now this tab is in this group, but it's not a group with just one. So I am going to just drag that over, and once it turns that color, then it is now in there. So the nice thing is I can pull these down. If I was meeting with second grade, I can pull that down, and then I'm only dealing with second grade stuff, and then I usually minimize that. So that's what happened to that fifth grade stuff. And then I just move it back up here right where it goes after first grade, and it's all organized again. But I just thought I would share that with you guys, because I know you probably have a bunch of stuff open like I do, and it's a super pain to have to click on each one to figure out what it is, especially if it doesn't have that little icon on it. So that is the important stuff and the geeky stuff, and I'm always available to you. It is, in fact, my job to be helpful to you. So if you have any questions about MAP, about TC, whatever, then shoot them my way. All right, friends, that is it. See ya.